Conceptually, an ordering traversal is very simple. It arranges objects in a traversal stream into an ordered sequence. It's going to take objects in and apply some known criteria we give it, and then omit the objects one by one in their new order. It is a very important thing to do, and it's also a pretty simple thing to set up. We only have one new step, and that is order. The really important thing in the order step is, of course, its modulator, by. We have to specify what we want to sort on and whether we're going to sort on an increasing order, which is the default, or decreasing order. And if we have a map, if we want to sort on the keys or the values. We also have the option of shuffling, basically applying a random ordering to the objects in the traversal stream. And order itself has an optional scope. The default is global, where the ordering computation is applicable to the whole traversal stream, which applies the computation to each collection type object in the traversal stream. So we will use local scope with a collection in an upcoming example. The distinction between global and local can be a little tricky, so hopefully the examples help to make it a little more clear. As always, here's our killer video movie schema. We have users who know other users, users rate movies, and movies belong to genres. We also have people in our graph who acted, directed, composed, or other types of activities in the creation of the movies. In all of these examples, we will be studying the movies by Nicolas Cage. In the first line, we find the Nicolas Cage person vertex, and then we are going to traverse the incoming actor edge, which will bring us to all of the movies in which Nicolas Cage has acted. Next, we will order the movies by year decreasing. We do this so that we can get an ordered collection of Nicolas Cage movies with the newest movie first and the oldest movie last. But for convenient display, let's convert them to a value map with just the year and the title properties in the map. So we see that the most recent film in our dataset is National Treasure, Book of Secrets from 2007, and then Ghost Rider, also from 2007, and so on down the list. Now, in that previous example, we hadn't applied any specific ordering to the films that were from the same year. In some applications, it might be useful to apply an ordering for those films that are from the same year, as some actors can release more than one film in the same year. Now, we will call the by modulator again. We will first order by year decreasing, and then by title increasing. By being specific about the order, we see that the movies from 2007 are now reordered by title. Next, how about ordering the movies by their rating? In this example, we want to now order these movies by their average rating in decreasing order. Here again, we start with Nicolas Cage and traverse out to all of the movies he acted in. Next, we want to order them by their rating, but to do that, we have to put a traversal in the by modulator. Since we are at a movie, we need to go backwards against the edge with the rated label to get the rating values off of those edges. Then, we calculate the mean of this collection of values and specify that we want to do this in decreasing order. Next, we just want to look at the year and title of these movies. Next, we just want to look at the year and title of these movies in decreasing order by their rating. As we see here, the highest rated Nicolas Cage film is Leaving Las Vegas. Next, let's do something a little bit more complex. Let's say we want to limit the universe of ratings to those that are positive. We'll define that as being, say, a 5 or above. Then, we want to order the movies by the average age of the people rating them. So broadly speaking, these are the people who had a favorable impression of the movie, and we want to know, well, how old were they? We start with Nicolas Cage, go through the actor edges to get to the movies, and we need to order them by. Again, we have a traversal here within the by modulator. At this point in the traversal, we are currently at the movies. So we go back across the rated edge that has a rating greater or equal to 5. So that traversal gives us only positive ratings. Now we are on the edges, so we have to go to the outbound side of this edge to access the user vertex. From here, let's get the age value, calculate the mean, and order in increasing order. We have specified that we only want highly rated movies, and we want to order them by the average age of the people who did the rating. And we get results that are not too surprising. We see that the 2 National Treasure movies did well, mostly among young people, since we are ordering by the age of the people who did the rating. In the next example, we want to apply shuffle, but looking at a random ordering is a little hard to see on a slide, so let's just look at the code. Again, we start with the Nicolas Cage person vertex, and we get to all of his related movies. Then we order by shuffle and output the value map. Now, if you actually run this code, it'll give you a different ordering each time. It is completely random, which might be useful for your application. Finally, let's take a look at Cage's productivity in each year that he has released films within this sample data. To do this, we want to get a count of the number of movies he has acted in each year. We start by finding Nicolas Cage, walking over to his movies, and then we want to group count these movies by year. We will find all of the distinct years and count the number of distinct vertices in each year. If you would like to print the objects in this map in order, we will need to order the keys decreasing. Now, let's look at the use of the local scope in this last line, which is really important. The object we have at the end of group count by year is a map. The keys in that map are years. The values in the map are counts, the number of movies made in each year. That map is just a map. It is not ordered. We would like to order it, and we would like that ordering to apply to the map. That is, to a collection type. So the ordering has to be local. Specifying local means do the ordering inside the collection and not among all of the objects in the stream. And that local ordering of the map should be by key. Remember, the keys of the map are years. So we want by key decreasing. Most recent movies first, and the least recent movies last. And we see in 2010 that we have one movie, and in 1984 we also had one. It looks like 1997 and 2007 were his most productive years with 2 movies each. It lets you do some pretty powerful things, as you have seen in these examples. So dig into this example exercise and see how you do.